the track. SK on the track. SK on the track.
Hey you guys, back at you with another video from the Gaming Kings 497 here, and today in this YouTube video we're going to be taking a look at the ever-growing dongles, the 3.5mm headphone dongle that you now have to carry with your brand new iPhone from last year, and now growing into Android. Now Android devices are coming along and picking up the dongle, the OnePlus 5, the Google Pixel 2, Google Pixel 2 XL. A bunch of Android devices are now adopting it, and now it's going to be a standard type thing. You are now going to get a dongle in almost every 2017 device, which absolutely freaking sucks. So if you leave your dongle at home, there's no possible or any way you can possibly listen to music unless someone around you has wireless headphones. But that being said, you always have to carry this with you, and if you forget it, you're basically screwed. But the audio coming from this is significantly better. Twice as good as the last year Pixel to the new Pixel. It is slightly better audio coming from it. Also, that being said, is you cannot charge your phone while you're listening to audio through this cable. You actually have to go to the Google website, and you actually have to fork out some money to get the audio and charger at the same time. It's like a dongle that connects to that, so it'll allow you to charge and also listen to audio while charging, which absolutely, again, sucks. I don't see why Apple had to go and remove the headphone jack, and also Android companies coming in and now removing the headphone jack. It's not like that thing makes it faster, just taking out like a couple centimeters of metal. It's not making it faster, and it does free up some room, but it allows them also to get some more money. So if you lose that dongle, obviously you're gonna have to fork out some more money. Not expensive, but a lot of people might lose their dongle, which absolutely sucks. Again, Apple's dongle being a little bit overpriced, where the Google Pixel 2 is only 10 bucks. 10 bucks for a dongle, not that big of a deal to repurchase another dongle, but if you do lose it, you do have to fork out that $10. Speaking about the Google Pixel 2 and the Apple device that just came out, Apple iPhone 8, we are going to be talking about that. Is that a deal breaker if your phone has a dongle in the box? Well, there's many different dongles. Being the iPhone, now you got to pay for quick charge. Every Android phone allows you to quick charge straight out of the box, but the only thing that's different between an Android charger coming straight out the box and the one that you actually have to purchase with Apple, the Apple is a 29 watt, so it is pretty massive. It's actually meant for a MacBook, so charging an iPhone is pretty crazy. But this being said, it is not a deal breaker for me. It may be a deal breaker for you having a headphone jack not on the phone itself and having a dongle instead, but for me, I went ahead and spent $700 on the Google Pixel 2. Is that a deal breaker for you when you get an Apple device? Well, it personally wouldn't be a deal breaker to me, but however much I'm paying, $1,000 for an iPhone X, or like $850 for an iPhone 8, it is pretty expensive, and to lose the headphone jack, it is a big deal breaker for that price range, because the Samsung Galaxy S8 and Note and all of the lineups still have the headphone jack. They're not abandoning it. Being said, with the removal of the headphone jack worldwide and it also becoming standard into 2018, you are going to basically have to deal with it, because if you got a device that doesn't have it now, soon enough the device previous or the next device that you are going to get should have the removal of the headphone jack, which absolutely does suck. Get me wrong, because a lot of people will tend to forget their headphone jack, and then you just are screwed for the day. So if you're going to a baseball game or something like that and you forget your headphone jack, I'm just saying, just naming places, giving examples, wherever you're going, if you forget it, you are forgetting your music, all of your music, and you won't be able to listen to your music for that day. But is it a deal breaker for you? Personally, I don't think it's a deal breaker. It fits right in my pocket, and if I just keep it connected to my headphones, what's the issue there? Not many phones that I have headphone jacks. Well, I mean, they all have headphone jacks, but not a lot of phones that I'm going to be using have headphone jacks. So I don't really, it's not that big of an issue to me. I mean, just keep it plugged into your headphones and you're set to go. You will probably never forget them. The thing I hate about the iPhone dongle, Google dongle, something like that, the one thing I really do hate about this is that it's not one-handedable use anymore. You can't hold the phone in one hand and just plug in your headphones and boom, you're ready to go. You actually have to set the phone down and then you got to grab the end of the dongle and you actually have to stick your headphones in. It's kind of hard because if you try to do it with one hand while sticking in the dongle to your phone and then you try to stick in the headphones, it doesn't work because you stick it in and the dongle just gets tangled up and it starts moving backwards. There's no way you can possibly get it in with one hand, which absolutely sucks because I used to do that all the time with one hand. Basically just requires two hands to plug in your dongle. With that being said, would you choose a phone that comes in the box with a dongle? Personally, I did and I will. It is not that big of a deal. You can just keep them plugged into your headphones like I said, and they fit perfectly in my pocket. But would I rather have a headphone jack connected to the phone? Yes, I would rather have a headphone jack connected to the phone. This dongle really sucks. Get it together and bring back the headphone jack.